This video is supported by Fiverr. With Fiverr you can sell your services such as logo design, game design, literally anything you can do on Fiverr. There's hundreds of possibilities you can do, and if you don't want to sell, then you can buy from thousands of talented users on the site. So yeah guys, download Fiverr today, the link will be in the description, and let's get on with the video. Yo guys, what is up? This is Pyrex here, and I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. And in today's video guys, I'm going to be showing you part 2 on how to edit videos in Sony Vegas. Now this video is assuming that you've watched part 1, which you can find on my channel. It's called Sony Vegas Basics, I think, something like that, but you can find that video on my channel and watch it so you know the basics before we get into anything which is going to be slightly more complicated than this, but it's still quite easy, but slightly more complicated than last time. So yeah, if you go ahead to enjoy today's video, and if it helps you out, then hit that like button, that would be awesome, and let's get on with the video. So guys, let's start with showing you how to actually trim your video and sort it out, do 2 different start points. So say if I just find a point that I want to start my video at here. So say I want to start as this guy begins to shoot at me here. So what I could do, as you can see on the waveform, we can actually see the sound for it there. So what you want to use the arrow keys to just trim through here, and I'm just gonna put the line just to the start of the waveform, and you want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and right click and then click trim start, and what that'll do is it'll delete anything behind this, so it'll actually the actual video will start when you choose. So as you can see here, I started it just as I got killed. So say I wanted to actually cut out the bit where I got killed, so I'm going to trim through and find where I just landed into the game. So as you can see, I'm parachuting down, and wait, I'll go back a bit. So as you can see, I land at about this bit here, just as my glider disappears. I'm going to right click and trim start, and there it is, we're right in. So and there's also trim end and split. So what split does, if I just put it in the middle here, split will just cut it up, so you can add in different sections if you want to, and just Control Z to undo that. There we go. And trim end is essentially just trim start, but basically opposite. So if I wanted to end the video just as I killed this guy here, I can go ahead, right click and trim end, so it will end right there. So yeah, that's how to use the trim start, trim end and split. And now I'm just going to be going over some video effects that you can actually add to your video to make it look that little bit better. So we'll start off with what I usually do is I find brightness and contrast, and what I do is just I drag over the default box here right onto the video track and then let go, and it'll come up with a box here. And what I usually do is drag the brightness dial up a little bit, and you can see it'll change it here. And I also drag the contrast up. Maybe that's a bit too bright actually. Just you can play around with it a bit until you get the setting that you want, and just exit that out. And as you can see, if I put this on best and full, you can see that the video looks much more vibrant now. Oh, I'll just get rid of that. So as you can see, it looks much more vibrant now that I've taken up the brightness and contrast. So yeah, that's how you use the brightness and contrast tool if you want to go ahead and make your video look that little bit better. I'll just put that on good and half again. And if you wanted to actually remove that effect, all you have to go ahead and do is find this little icon here, which is like a rectangle with 2 dots on the side of it. You want to go ahead and click that, and then you want to come to the top right up here and just click the icon which says remove selected plugins, and once you click that, it will delete the settings. And we'll just go over some other settings here. I guess I could use Gaussian blur. I don't know how you say that, to be honest. I'm not too sure. But what this does is you can add motion blur to things. So there's the horizontal range. If we drag that up, as you can see, it kind of has a warped effect on the horizontal axis of it. And vertical range, if I just take that off, vertical range will do it the other way. But if you have them on, let's say, if you have them both on 100, then it'll just have an even amount. So it'll be, so as you can see here, it'll have a little bit of blur on it, which is good as well. So yeah, that's how you use the Gaussian blur, which I think is how you say it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it again, and I'm gonna go and find, I guess I can use the chroma key. So I'll show you how to use the chroma key. It's a bit more advanced, and I wouldn't use it for a type of video like this, but I guess I can go ahead and use it. So chroma key is basically a more professional way of saying green screening, which you guys might have heard of. So we have some presets here, which is blue screen, green screen, pure red screen, pure green screen, pure blue screen, and transition settings. So all we have to do, well, if you want, you can just get green screen, blue screen, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to get the default so we can change the settings ourselves. So as you can see, the video's actually changed a little bit. Well, I'll just make this a bit bigger, and I'll put it on best and full as well, so that way I can just, there we go. Right, so what you want to go ahead and do if you're editing this, you want to go ahead and untick the box and it will undo it, and we can just toggle between on and off there. And now it's kind of complicated to explain, but say there's a lot of green in this video. There's a lot of green in this video, so I'm just gonna go ahead, click the color here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick just anywhere. Just go ahead and pick the green, and then click that, and as you can see, it will go black. But if you had something below this on another track, if I just go ahead and I'll just go ahead and get another video, and what you can go ahead and do is put it below, and it's quite small, but I'll make it bigger. But yeah, that's done it there, but it's quite a bad video for green screening anyway, as I said. So if I just go ahead and what you can do is click show mask only, and that will make the video white and black, and the white bits of the bit are gonna stay, and the black bits are the bits that are gonna disappear when you actually do the green screening. So there we go, I've done that by messing about with this. If I just put it all back and then click this, as you can see, the entire thing's white, and then you can go ahead and slowly drag it and then turn it off again. So yeah, this is kind of complicated to do, but if you use it enough, then you'll probably end up understanding it at some point. If I just watch this through, I'll watch it through from this bit. So as you can see, the grass has gone. All the green bits have gone, and you can see the other video back here. So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. I'll just go ahead and get rid of that as well, and I'll also go ahead and delete this video as well, and I'll delete the track as well because that's just in the way and we don't need it. I'll delete this one, and there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you one more and then I might go over it in the next video. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do actually. Now I'll teach you keyframing. So this is probably going to be the hardest bit, to be honest. It's quite complicated. Even I screw it up sometimes because it's quite hard. But so say we'll do keyframe. We'll try and track something in the video. So what should we try and track? I'll try and track the chest when I fall in. So what you want to go ahead and do is trim forwards with the arrow keys. And just as the chest comes into shot, I'll do it about there-ish. You're going to right click and split, and then go forwards until it's out of the shot. And then do right click and split. So what you want to go ahead and do now is just click right click on this little bit and then click insert video track. And now what you're going to head and do is you're going to be editing on this bit of the track. So you want to go ahead and go to the front bit right here, and you want to click the this icon here, which is called track motion. So you want to go ahead and click that, and you want to make sure this is toggled, sync cursor, so it'll be toggled if it's highlighted blue, because that's the thing that's going to be helping you to actually track it. So now once that's done, you want to go ahead, and this little box here is your actual video, as you can see there. So I'm going to go ahead, make it a little bit bigger, and then move it towards the video. It will be backwards, because that's how it is. So now that's done, it's in place, I think. As you can see, I'm tracking the chest there. I might actually move it a bit with the arrow keys. There we go. Now what you want to go ahead and do is click the keyframe that's gone here, and then click the right arrow key to move on. And I'm gonna go ahead, you don't need to do it frame by frame, you could do it like every 3 frames or something. So I'm gonna do it on this frame. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it back up right there, and then click the keyframe again, and as you can see, it should begin to disappear out of the shot. So now if we go ahead and look at this, as you can see there, I tracked the chest, but that wasn't a very good thing to track. So I'll show you another thing. If I just Control Z everything to get rid of the tracks. Actually, I could just delete them like this by right clicking, drag that back in, and we'll just ignore that. So I'll find a bit to track. I could track the as you can see, the pieces of wood there that come off. So which one should I track? I'll track this one up here. So as you can see, it comes into shot around there-ish, so I'll go ahead and split. And there we go, it just about disappears there-ish. There we go, so now we're going to go ahead and track that by dragging it into the other track that we've made. So now we can begin to track it. So it appears about there-ish, so I'll go ahead and make it a bit bigger. There we go. And then, oh yeah, I closed it off. So you want to click the keyframe, as I said, and then go forwards. I'll go forwards to about 4 frames ahead, and I'll just move it there. And if we go ahead and look at that now, it tracks pretty well. So I'll move to about there. Alright, so I've tracked it about there-ish. So if we go ahead and look at that, as you can see, it will actually carry along quite well. And now I'll do this one right there. And then it's quite a while until it actually ends, but it tracked nicely there, and then it begins to disappear around there-ish, so I'll go ahead and move that in. And then that one. And there we go, so we've done it now. If we watch this back, it should be nicely tracked. As you can see there, that was very well tracked actually, and it didn't even take that long. But if you were usually tracking something, you'd use another software like After Effects, which is very professional software, which is actually very good at tracking. But yeah, you can also do it in Sony Vegas quite well as well. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button. I think I've covered enough for this episode, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.